Good morning. Welcome again, another day. Today is Wednesday and we've been working towards these balancing poses where we need to soothe the body. It's going really well, so let's keep just practicing a little bit more and see how we can keep moving forward. I guess the confidence gets building up the more that we practice. We know that actually it's not such a big transition because we start little by little. I've had some people saying yesterday that when we did the drop on the first day from lower arms, it was a little bit more challenging than when we did it from the tabletop. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice all of them today and see if that makes sense, and see if we can just ease up all the different movements. Okay, so let's sit in that comfortable position with your hands on your knees. Roll the shoulders back and down, and then just do a few twists. And start noticing how is the body feeling. Good, and then we gently come back towards the center when we feel nice and loose. Relax the shoulders, align the spine, gently close your eyes. Lengthen the spine. The gaze up, lengthen the neck. And make sure there's no holdings around the ribs. Because when we hold any tension around the ribs, that means that the air is not passing towards the abdomen, or even less towards the lower part of the abdomen. So let's allow that gentle inner massage as we breathe nice and long. Feeling each expansion as a way of renewing, and feeling each exhalation as a way of letting go. So it depends how you feel in a normal day. Then you can use these messages with the breathing, with the inhalation and the exhalation. So for example, if you feel like you are overdoing, that you've got no time, you're stressed, then you need to create more space. And to create more space, we need to exhale for longer. But when we are in the practice, in the yoga practice, we try to bring that balance in the asana practice. Try to bring the balance between the inhale and the exhale. So enjoy each movement, expanding as we create that space as we inhale, and then contracting as we let go, exhale. Making the transitions as comfortable and smooth as possible. Okay, and then with the next inhalation, bring the palms together at the level of the heart, pressing gently. Align the spine and the neck a little bit more. And then choose your two things that you want to be grateful for before we start our practice. Remember, the rest of the day you can be grateful for as many things as you want. We just choose 2 so we can be a little bit more specific. Especially if we want to bring anything into our life, if we want to attract, and try to be as specific as possible, as if it was already there. And then set your intentions for this practice, where we're trying to build strength so we can move nice and easy, so we can breathe smooth, we can trust each movement. And then set your intentions for your day. Or if you didn't have time yesterday to set your moon intentions, those new moon intentions, remember there is always still 3 days from the moon cycle, when the moon changes, that we can still do this. Inhale and bring the arms up. Exhale, lowering down all the way towards your lap. Relax the shoulders. Deep breath in and out. And gently open your eyes. Namaste. So what we're going to do is we're going to be working again on the arms and on the twists, so we can feel a little bit looser. So we're going to bring the hands in front of us, pushing. Imagine that you've got a wall in front of you and you want to push, so we can even lock the elbows because there's no weight. And then we bring the fingers pointing up as much as possible. If you can even bring them back slightly, then you do that. And then start bringing them to the sides and down. Good, and then see if you can bring the hands like that, resting on the legs, lower part of the legs. And then round the spine, bring the chin to the chest. So what we want to do is we want to stretch this forearm. Good, and then inhaling, bring the arms all the way towards the sides and stretch. Relax the shoulders, spread the fingers, nice and active with the arms, with the fingers. Okay, and then from there we're going to twist to bring the right hand on the left knee and then the left one around. But bring that right shoulder down and then the chin towards the opposite shoulder, creating that nice space between shoulder to ear. Relax the jaw. You can even close your eyes and bring the gaze up. One more round of breath. And if the eyes are closed, gently open them and inhale and bring the arms all the way out. And exhale, twist to the other side. And shoulder down and chin towards the back. Don't force with that twist on the neck, just allow and make the twist deeper with the shoulders. Every now and then you can breathe deeply to get more of each stretch, or each twist in this case. And then gently inhaling, come back towards the center, arms out, and then palms up, bring the arms all the way up, arching the spine, exhaling, lowering down. And then just shake. So sometimes it's not about whether we're able to do strenuous postures or whether we are strong enough or flexible enough. Sometimes it's more about the breathing. So just try to, when we are moving, then start the inhalation before the movements start, and then when we want to exhale, the same exhaling, and then lower down, and try to make that breathing smooth. And the way that the breathing will become smoother is with trust. So you trust that you can do it, that you know what you're doing, and just move it slowly, which is also a little bit more challenging when we move slowly, because we need to have a little bit more strength, but that is what is going to help us into moving forward. So for now, we're going to lay down on the mat, shoulders back and down, bring the knees to the chest, and then rock side to side, keeping the hands next to the body and the palms down. Just massaging the lower part, the back, top of the hips. Good, and then gently come back towards the center. Good, and then interlacing the fingers behind the neck and elbows to the sides. So bring the legs all the way up, open slightly to shoulder width apart, and then flex. Inhale, feel the stretch on the back of the legs, and then exhale, extend. Keep pressing down with the upper body. Inhaling, exhaling. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale. Good, and then open just slightly wider, shoulder width apart, and then inhaling, bring the toes closer together, inwards, and then exhaling out, toes out. Inhale, like a semicircle, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And keep the upper body active, so there's no tension on the neck. Exhale, open. 1 more. Inhale, toes in, exhale, toes out. Good, and then we bend the knees and rock side to side, keeping the knees and the feet together without holding, keeping the shoulders, shoulder blades in contact with the mat. Good, so from here, then we're going to bring the knees, as we did yesterday, towards the right without losing control of the upper body. As soon as we find that the shoulder, opposite shoulder, is lifting from the mat, then we come back slightly. So no matter how further we bring the knees and the feet to the side, as long as we can feel that deep twist. And then inhaling, coming back to center, and then exhaling to the other side. You then keep the knees together, feet together, so it's more supported. So we feel the stretch, but also the middle back muscles are engaged. And then inhaling, coming back to the center. And then releasing the arms and bring them in T-shape with the hands, with the palms down, chin towards the chest. Good, so now bring the feet down and then keep pressing with the shoulders, with the arms, inhaling, bring the hips high. It's almost like that bridge pose, so raising the hips, pressing with the feet. And then walk back with the feet, the hips off the floor. And then inhaling, bring the right leg up. Hips off the floor. And then bend the knee and bring it down. And bring the hips high. Good. And then inhaling, bring the left leg up. Keep the chin to the chest, make sure there's no tension on the neck. Good, and then bend the knee, exhaling, lower it down. Good, and then slowly lowering vertebra by vertebra, coming slowly all the way down, and then bend the knees, give them a hug, and rock side to side. Good, so now from there, we're going to roll on the right side. And then coming on tabletop. So from the tabletop, let's just do some cat-cow. Align the hands, the knees. Just 3 rounds. Soften the elbows, inhaling up. And exhaling out. Inhaling. And exhale. So inhale, soften the elbows. And then exhaling, extend. Okay, and then from there, we're going to sit back. And that's when we're going to try with the forearms. So align them first. Elbows and shoulders align. Fingertips pressing down. Knees under the hips. Okay, and then inhaling and bring the right leg out. Toes tucked under. And the most important thing here is that we push with the elbows so the shoulders are nice and active, the upper back as well. And then we point with the toes, lifting up, and then straighten that arm, the right arm. Bring it towards the back. And try to raise up a little bit more. And then bend the knee. So what happened here is like perhaps if the leg is lower and we're not making an effort to raise it a little bit higher, what's happening is that the leg is not as active, the glute is not as active. So the more we raise the leg up, the more control we'll have. And the easier it will be, even though it might feel the opposite. And then we bend the knee, the whole body is engaged, and then we can slowly bring the foot back, and then the arm up and over. Okay, and then bring the hand down, the knee down, and the hips towards the back. And just relax the arms, bring the forehead. Inhale and exhale. So if you felt that it's not the time yet to bring the leg back, then try at least to focus on straightening the leg and raising up as much as possible. Relax the jaw. Breathe slowly. Then gently come up to that forearm position. Good, and then we're going to do it again on the same side. And you try whatever you want to try, but the leg, yes, like I said, first we bring it up as high as we can. And then we use the arm support, coming straighten, and then see if you can bring it a little bit higher and back. The more back we bring it as well, opening the hip, the more the glute will be engaged. And then when that is happening, when it's engaged, then we bend the knee. And as we bend the knee, very slowly, it's just about tilting. And the foot is actually much closer to the floor than we think. And stretch them. Good, and then bring the hand down, the knee down, and hips to the back. And now cross the arms, rest the forehead on your arms. You can even wiggle side to side. Breathe slowly. Good, and then gently inhaling and counting up to that position again, so we can do the other side. So now the left leg out, make sure you're pushing with the elbows, nice and active, straighten the leg. The glutes are already engaged, point with the toes, and lifting up as high as possible. And then straighten the arm, left arm, and bring the leg to the back as much as possible. So you are twisting. If you don't feel that the shoulders and the hips are opening to the side, then it's very difficult that we're going to be able to drop, because it's too much of a change. If we feel like the shoulders and the hips are aligned, so open as much as possible, and then slowly bring the foot back, the arm up, and over, to have a good stretch. Very good. And then exhaling, lowering the hand down first, aligning, straightening the neck, bringing the knee down, forearm down, and then hips to heels, stretch the arms, relax the upper body, relax the jaw, gaze up, breathe in slowly. Good, and then inhaling and coming back again. We're going to do one more, same as the other side. Pushing with the shoulders, with the elbows, straightening the leg. The glutes are engaged. And then point with the toes, inhaling, lifting up. And then start tilting, bringing the hands straight. So tilt as much as you can. Try to almost come into that side plank. Remember? That's variation, side plank variation. And then bend the knee and start bringing the foot back, the arm up and off. And then lowering the hand down, and then straightening the leg, engaging with the glutes, knee down. Good. And then sit on your heels and rest the chin on your hands, on your palms. Breathe slowly, relax the jaw. And you can choose if you have your eyes open or closed, but keep the gaze up. The tongue out towards the upper palate, the jaw relaxed. One more round of breath. And then gently open your eyes, straighten the arms, and come to sit on your heels, shoulders back. Okay, so now we're going to do that side plank. And just turn to the other side. So with this, the variation, okay. So instead of bringing, no, we're going to do the proper variation because it's easier. Bringing the leg towards the back, the left leg, toes pointing, and then the hands align with the knee and under the shoulder. Okay, so this is exactly the same thing that we do. So we're going to do the movement. So imagine that we're coming from that tabletop, we stretch, we turn, and then we bring the arm up. Yeah? And then we bring that leg all the way up, bending the knee, and then bring it up. And out off. Good. And keep holding, keep opening. Breathe slowly. And then with the next exhalation, we bring the hand down, stretch the legs, or bring the legs pointing, and then knee down. Good, and then bring the hips to the back, stretch the spine, stretch the arms, cup the fingers, bring the forehead down, inhale and exhale. And then with the next inclination, walk back with the fingertips to sit on the heels. And now we do the other side. Sorry. So first we stretch and then we come into that side plank variation. Soften the elbow, make sure that the fingertips are active, the toes pointing, nice and engaged with the glutes. It's not just about stretching the leg, it's about engaging them and then lifting. Okay, and then when it's lift up, then we can bend the knee and then start bringing it back. And then we open the chest and the arm over. Keep breathing there. Slowly. With the next exhalation, we bring the hand all the way down, the legs pointing out, nice and active with the glutes, and then bend the knee. And now, sit on your heels and bring the palms together. Relax the shoulders, eyes closed and gaze up. Feeling good with your practice. Being grateful about the different movements that your body is able to do, to practice, to learn, to experience. Okay, and then gently open your eyes, relax the hands, bring the hands in front of you, take the toes under and roll back on your tiptoes, raising up. Stretch the back of the legs and then bring the heels down. Forward fold. Soften the knees and rounding slowly, start coming up to standing. Bring the shoulders back and down. And then gently walk to get your blanket to get ready for your Savasana. In this moment we let go of any thinking, we let go of any tension, of any holdings, whether they are in your mind or in your physical body. We completely let go. We feel good because we do what we feel is right for us in each moment. We trust in the process. We enjoy each breath. And we appreciate each movement. Each practice. And each time we grow, even if the growth happens very slowly, we would be more steady. Each person is different, and each day can be different also. So just enjoy the relaxation now. The gaze up, the jaw relaxed. And once you find that peaceful space, stay there for another 2 to 3 minutes. And as always, after that, a few minutes of meditation would set you off for the day. But if you don't have time, just find any time in the day, whether you need it or whether you can have just a few minutes for yourself. Have a lovely day, and I will see you tomorrow.